Page 9 of the Standard newspaper this morning, Raila Odinga tells Wetangula, I dare you to put your money where your mouth is. You're saying that NASA is out, then legally come out of the party. Is this a frustrated Moses Wetangula that we're seeing?
Redson sang a song asking who's the chicken now. So these guys are playing the game of chicken to see who will duck first. And let me tell you the truth, Raila is not going to duck because ODM has majority of the NASA seats in parliament.
Right.
Wetangula is funny because he wanted to be the leader of majority in Senate when the majority is one. He's the only one there. He did not even secure votes enough in his own county for NASA. So this is, Wetangula is behaving like a spoiled child. And it will be to NASA's advantage that Wetangula is dropped, because I can tell you, if today there was a race between Raila Odinga and Moses Wetangula, in Moses Wetangula's village, Raila Odinga will win. That's how it is.
And Honorable Yusuf, we've seen them also saying, ODM came out and said, as for Kenya, if you want to legally leave our seats there in the National Assembly as well as in the Senate, relinquish all your seats under the ODM ticket. How does that look like? Explain to a normal Kenyan, is it possible legally for them as Ford to leave ODM and yes, relinquish seats? But then again, Kenyans also voted for that member of parliament under the ODM ticket. Just help us understand that.
No, I think what they mean must be the fact that ODM was, as the majority party in the opposition, was generous enough to its minority parties, its coalition partners. And to a certain extent, because of ODM's numerical numbers in parliament, they were able to get more representation in parliament and both in Senate. So what they are saying is that if you are going to leave us, you must also know that you would leave those positions that you got because of the combined strength.
Right.
And I think that is what they're saying, and that is the truth. Because if you, for example, in the Senate, the majority party is ODM, and they were generous enough to give the position of minority leader to a partner party in this particular case. So if that relationship now frays and they part ways, then obviously they would demand that position should go to an ODM person.
All right, Mark, your thoughts on that aspect of Ford Kenya being told, you know what, leave, but also leave our seats.
Yeah, absolutely. Because, you know, a lot of Ford Kenya MPs were given positions in the various House committees and things like that. So definitely they do owe a big debt to ODM. Let's understand that ODM has been the bigger brother to all of these smaller parties for a long time. And they've become great because they've stood on the shoulders of giants. The problem with Wetangula's ego is he's forgotten that it's someone else's shoulder and he's living on borrowed time. His popularity, even in Western Kenya, where he assumes himself to be a kingpin, is not that big. It is not that substantive. And therefore, the best thing for him to do, actually, was to fall in line and follow the NASA brigade. And if you want to fall out nearer to the election, because that might be useful to you. But at this point, you might be frustrated in Senate, you might be frustrated in Parliament. And the worst part is that you've got so few MPs in Parliament that your voice will literally disappear and be drowned out under the voice of ODM. It is a useless fight. Wisdom dictates that you pick your fights. My friend, this is a 2-year-old boy challenging Mike Tyson to a boxing match. It just cannot work.
All right.